The Trump peace plan is the news, and how much does the originally published draft document include our interests, and did we receive a modified version? And when will Russia-US talks start? Because, as I understand, there have been no such talks. When will Steve Witkoff come to Russia, and what do you believe are the prospects for a peace settlement currently? Well, as to a draft agreement, there has been no draft. There was a set of issues, a list of issues to be discussed and to be deliberated and worked out. As I've already said, before my visit to Alaska, we discussed this with the United States and negotiating team. And after that, the list of possible items for an agreement was drafted, and it was conveyed to us through certain channels. Then there were talks in Geneva between the United States and the Ukrainian delegation. As I understand, they decided between themselves that these 28 items should be divided into 4 groups. And we received the outcomes of those discussions. And in general, we agree that this may become the basis for a future agreement. It would not be proper for me to make any final statements right now because there is no finalized material so far. And many of the things are very general in character at this point. But we see that the United States are considering our interests, including those that were voiced before the discussions in Anchorage. Some of the items will have to be discussed in very specific terms. We'll have to frame things diplomatically. It's one thing to say that Russia is not going to attack Europe, which is really laughable for us as an idea. Of course, we could write that down as this is, but sometimes people are a bit, and maybe they're a bit out of their minds, or maybe they're just trying to create some kind of an illusion for their populations when they say that Russia is preparing to attack and they need to strengthen their defense industry. Maybe they're just catering to the defense companies. Maybe they're trying to prop up their domestic political ratings, seeing the lamentable state of their economies. But in our eyes, of course, it's just nonsense. It's complete lies. But if those ideas are so hyped up in the Western public consciousness, if we truly need to make a statement that we don't have any aggressive plans, then we'd be willing to do this. Maybe there is a meaning in that. If we want to sit down all together and to have a discussion, to dot the I's about common European security, which we proposed to discuss some time ago, and if our American partners want this to happen, this is quite possible. But of course, this will require a serious discussion. Every word in such documents needs to be discussed. One of those documents also mentions strategic stability, which is an issue that must be discussed with our American partners too. Well, this is something that we have suggested since the Obama times. They said yes, yes, and then several months before Obama stepped down from the presidential office, this work stalled. Now the New START treaty is running out. It will soon expire. And of course, there is a desire to go back to discussing these issues. Every such issue is a separate topic for discussion, for a serious one. And we're ready to discuss. Next week, the American delegation is planning to come to Moscow.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.